What's going on, everybody? Hopefully, everybody can hear us and see us and try and StreamYard for the heck of it. Lots of different buttons to push. Munchkin may or may not be able to be heard. Who
I don't know.
knows?
Can you hear me?
We got like a million buttons we had to push and click on and try. And so hopefully it's working. It's been, I wish that this had dark mode, but it does not. Even though I changed my whole browser profile to dark mode, it still shows this up in white, which I hate. So StreamYard it is, I guess. So apparently, according to Paramom, it says, "Woo, I see you." So there you go. So now I can highlight comments, which makes life easy because before it was a pain in the butt to do something like that on OBS. You literally would have to like go take it, make a text out of it, then post it. It's a pain in the butt. And the tickers, I mean, that's really easy to do. Like the banners at the bottom. Like if I wanted to do a banner, I could just do scuba test 1, 2. There you go. It's at the bottom now. Very simple to do. So, and I can see all the comments, so that works out good. So, I know a lot of y'all don't watch, Hey Breeze and Wally and Darthing and Kramer and Cloudchucker and Paramom and Arnie and Bill and Wally World and Kyle and Ozman and Stina and Scott. And who am I missing? I think I got most of them. Darthing?
I don't like it.
You don't like it? Well, you know, I had to at least try it just to see how this is going to work out. I don't know how well I don't know how good it's going to do. I mean, I'm so used to OBS at this point, which OBS is great. This one is weird. You can only broadcast at 720p unless you have the paid version. The paid version will do 1080p. It doesn't record your streams unless you have the paid version. You can't broadcast to multiple streams like this and Facebook unless you have the paid version. There's lots of limits. There's Timekeeper. What's up? So thanks everybody for the birthday wishes. I do appreciate it. I am definitely, you know, let's see how the buffering works, Scott. That's a good question. Is it going to buffer? Will it buff the wood? I don't know. Scorp.
Well, I would imagine all the heavy lifting is going to be done on the StreamYard's website instead of on your computer.
Yeah, so we'll see if it buffers this time. I wonder, now I have no control over ads because you don't even go through YouTube at all. So I'm wondering if ads are going to get bumped. Y'all let me know if it shows y'all an ad because I don't know. Yeah, there's no backdrop. I can add a background. That may be difficult.
Agreed.
I can try. They have overlays. Like I can do this overlay, but that's stupid.
I would imagine that's probably the paid version.
So the background, here it is. Yeah, let me see if I can do bubbles. That's supposedly bubbles, but I don't. Let me see. Add background. Let's see if I can add my background. Yeah, you got to upgrade. Of course. I mean, I can do a blue background. Whoa. Is that better?
Very bright blue.
I mean, I can change that if y'all don't like that, but there, now I have a background.
I hate this headset.
You what?
I hate this headset. I can't hear myself. The other one, I could literally hear my heart beating in my ears. And when I swallowed, this one, I feel like I've got earmuffs on. I can't hear
too blue. I swear, you can't. I can't. I got rainbow. I got some that look like butterflies. There's a purple one. Is that better? That's a little darker. Purple rain, really? Purple rain? Okay, there we go. We got purple rain. Yeah, I mean, I could add other stuff, but the paid version lets you put any background you want on there. So, I mean, right now I'm just doing the freebie. We're just going to see how it goes. I don't know. I'm going to show y'all my flight because I know a lot of y'all did not get to see. Well, the people that fly probably have all seen this if y'all are watching Never Trust Skinny Chef Shane show and will. I talked about it on Tuesday, but for the people that didn't see it, I'll show you here what happened and all that good stuff, and we'll go through it. Let me see if
And while he's babbling on about that, I'm gonna go get alcohol.
me wait, let me add
Meow.
the right screen here. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see this. I can't see what's going on, so hopefully y'all can see this. So basically, this is the hood, right? And over here, this is Langley Air Force Base. So, and if you scroll in really close, you can see the F-22s and stuff that are parked here on the runway. High security stuff, okay? So down here is where I took off from. So right in this area. So if I start my flight off here, you'll be able to see there's my line. Let's change the speed and I'll just let it play. Let's do like 8 speed or something. There we go. So this will show me flying around. And you can see I don't go over anybody's house or anything like that. I'm basically over the water 90% of the time. I took off, flew right around the water right there for a little while. I came back because some kids were in the field where I took off from, and I came back to make sure my bag was still there. Honestly, I wonder if they're going to take my bag. So I came back, looked, and then I took off again. Went all the way around the houses. I didn't go over them. I went around. I can't see chat while this is happening, so don't worry, it won't last too long. I just want y'all to see this so I can tell y'all what happened here. So this point, I just go up close to this King Street and I do a U-turn and come back down. Apparently, that's when Langley started tracking me, when I got right there. Now, I'm nowhere near the airfield, but apparently this is close enough to set off their sensors. So keep that in mind. I come back down here, and Joe had invited me to fly over to Pocosin, which is on the other side of the water. It's as long as you go high enough, it's not like would be scary or anything. But I didn't have enough gas, so I decided to turn around. And I think in a minute here, I'll start heading up that way, and you'll see. So yeah, I'm just flying all down through here. You can see the green lines. I stay away from everybody and everything. There's horses over here in this field. I don't pick off the horses at all. They never seem to be aggravated or anything by me. Right there, that's just dirt. Why can't I scroll down? It makes me follow it while it's doing the track thing, but 8 speed is pretty quick because I mean the whole flight was 46 minutes long. And they thought I spent, when Langley questioned, he thought that 46 minutes I flew by Langley Air Force Base. And I'm like, no. So you can see all of my time was spent down there in the bottom half of the water. And this is where I start heading up. So I go over the King Street Bridge. Over on the left is a lot of housing that you don't want to piss the people off. But you can see I'm right in the middle of the water. I'm literally going down the center of the water. Why is this scrolling off screen where we can't see it? Pause. Okay. Let's try that again. So right here, I'm going up. I'm still on the water side, but this I completely understand. This is the actual runway. You don't want to be blocking either this side of the runway or the left side of the runway, but I'm here on the right. And by God, why does this do this? All right, I'm just going to scroll manually because I took a left instead of a right because I didn't want to go out to the open water. I should have taken a right, which I probably would have been okay if I did that. And it's still going to keep doing this. Yeah, see, it's... Anyways, you can see here, I come right, but why does it keep doing that? I don't know. I come right back down the shoreline, straight down, make a left-hand turn. Whoa, why won't it stay where I put it? And then I landed. So I landed right there. So that was it. So right after that flight, okay, now I can see chat. So sorry about that.
Right. They did not scramble the fighters because they weren't there. It was on a Sunday. The base was closed. And earlier that day, about 7 jets flew overhead. Maybe maximum
No, that was the
600
day
feet.
before. That was the day before.
No, that was the day, that was the morning of that they flew overhead.
Okay.
I'm fairly certain it was.
No, Saturday evening the jet scrambled. Sunday is when I took off.
Oh,
So
okay.
it was a whole nother day. How did they contact me? Excellent question, Scott. Okay, so as far as them contacting, you were thinking, how did they know to find you? All right. There's an instructor here that runs paramotor school, and they know him very well at Langley because he calls all the time to get permission to fly. Well, he has my phone number. So they called him when they noticed somebody was flying close to the base, and they asked him about it. And he said, hey, it wasn't me. It was probably this guy, and gave him my phone number. So he called me before Langley called me and told me, hey, they're about to call you, et cetera, et cetera. And they did. Right after that, he goes, hey, we need to have a sit down meeting. So he scheduled a meeting for the very next day. And I didn't know where he wanted to meet at or anything. I called Will and Shane both, freaking out because, they're jumping my case because they say I flew too close to the airbase. So at that point, the next day came and they decided to come meet me at my job, which is at an attorney's office, which made me feel a little bit better because I'm at an attorney's office if something goes wrong. But he was really cool about it. The only thing that really threw me off is when he tried to say that if you go below the 500 feet bubble, you're technically on their land. And I was like, no, you're still in the air. He said there was some kind of gray area where they could basically say I was on their property if I went below 500 feet. Out of his mouth, not mine. And I'm like, that doesn't seem right. But he basically just wanted to make sure that I knew the rules and to stay away from that area, especially when they're closed, because security is heightened when they're closed because of
There's nobody
all
in
the
the
stuff
tower.
going on overseas with freaking terrorists grabbing paramotors and hurting people. So I completely understand that. I agree with the high security. I got no problem with that. I would have liked to have known beforehand. So basically they said everything's cool. Just don't fly over there. And I'm like, I don't even want to fly anywhere near your base now, honestly. So
When they left, I came out of my office and I was like, "So is he grounded?" And they're like, "Nah, I believe him when he says he's not a terrorist."
oh yeah, they told me some stories, and I was like, wow. Apparently somebody has been flying drones over the top of the F-22s. Now, it's bad enough that you're flying a drone over any airport, let alone an Air Force base and over their very expensive F-22s. That's a big, big no-no. So since they were already on higher security because all these people flying drones, it triggered them really quickly. And they thought I was basically taking video or photos of the Air Force base as a spy or something, and that's not what it was at all. Matter of fact, y'all gonna think this is funny. Apparently, I turned the camera on by accident on the way to the field. When I went to take off, I turned the camera off because I thought I was turning it on. So I turned the camera off to go fly. And when I landed, I turned the camera on. So I have pictures of me before I go flying, and I have pictures of me after I land. That's
Hi,
it.
Aries. Now,
What's up,
well,
Aries?
almost as bad as touching our boats. What's funny though is the guy asked him for his license, and Scuba was like, "Yeah, we don't have licenses," and he was like, "Oh, okay, I don't know. I just."
Yeah, he was like, I don't know.
All
I was just
right.
checking to see if you had a license number or something. I was like, no, paramotor pilots don't have licenses. I mean, they do give PPG ratings, but that's not a license. Like,
As
here's your
soon as the
license number.
guy said, "Text me when you get off work," I knew it
Yeah,
was not going to be very formal.
yeah.
You know, I think Joe freaked him out. Was like, if they start reading you your rights, okay, well, he's not a police officer. Just because this guy's in the military does not give him authorities over civilians the next day to be reading rights. But they were very friendly.
He was just testing me. Yeah. I mean, well,
Well, he probably honestly does not know what
he
the
didn't even know
rules
the
are.
FAR 103 rules. He had no clue. He said he's scared of heights. I'm like, you work for Air Force Base and you're scared of heights. Okay. I guess you never have to fly, so you don't have to worry about it. But yeah, it's just a lot of stuff didn't add up. He's a special agent, basically in charge of the airspace around Langley Air Force Base. And like
They
I
made
said,
his ass drive from Williamsburg to Langley to check it
yeah,
out.
yeah. When I made that first turn by the bridge, when I said that's when they started tracking me, he was already in his car on the way down from Williamsburg to Langley. To see where I was landing and all that stuff. And apparently nobody saw where I landed. Didn't know how to get to me, so that was cool. But since they gave him my phone number, they're like, "Here he is on a silver platter." I got ratted out big
Yeah,
time,
but
but
okay, now are you less sketchy about calling them now that you know they're just normal dudes?
I know they're normal dudes. The whole thing about calling them, you know what's funny about that, Kyle? That
If the
balloon that you
balloon was
speak of,
hovering over the Air Force base, would have gotten shot down a lot faster.
the planes that went and shot that balloon down came from Langley Air Force
Mhm.
Base. The base that I flew, that's where those planes came from that went to shoot that balloon down. Just to give you an idea.
They were also telling him about the air show, that apparently the air show that we were at, that there was some dude that was taking pictures of the tower and was escorted out of the country.
Yes, out of the
Mhm.
country. They also took some other people that were at the air show that were taking pictures in the air shows in front of them. They were taking pictures behind them. They were asked to leave. But the person that was taking pictures of the tower got booted out of the country. Now I don't know if he was an illegal alien or what was going on, but yeah, he was forced to leave the country. So they're pretty strict over there.
No, they didn't, Will. They came from Langley.
Well, you got to think about it, Will. How long do you think it took that plane to get there? Them things are fast, dude. Them planes are no joke. All right, I'm there. It's been 10 minutes. I'm here. They fly them every day here. Almost every day. Those planes are over our house. Jets, I should say. And it's cool to watch. It really is. So I got the utmost respect for those folks over there. I was not trying to do anything wrong. It's just the way it came down. It's just the way it happened. So there you go. And I don't want to do anything to tick them off. Um, well, I agree with that, Will. I agree.
Right.
The Raptor's a serious bit of hardware. Yeah, yeah. See, um, they have F-22s here and the F-35, which I don't know which one's called the Raptor. The 22 is the Raptor, I think. The The 35, I forget what they call it. They said it all during the show, but I can't remember all the names.
Well, the key is not to take off while they're in the air. But usually when they take off from Langley, they're not low. I mean, they you can see them. What's funny is like when I went out to go to work this morning, you could hear the jets idling over at Langley.
I missed a
Like
very important part of the story.
it echoes across the water, so you could hear the engines, and they're not even in the air. But you can see them take off. They'll go straight the fuck up in the air, and
Thanks,
they're just
Aries.
gone.
The main part I missed out of this story. Thanks, Shopkey. I forgot to tell y'all. I finally got the balls to call Langley. So before I took off, I got on the radio to call Langley. Hey, blah blah blah. This is Paramotor One, taking off from such and such. Well, first I asked, "Do you copy?" And I got no answer. So I thought that's strange. I know my radio works. My headset was working great. So I called the trainer buddy that I know, and he's like, "Oh yeah, they're closed, man. You're good to take off." So the main reason I wasn't as worried about flying near the airport is because they were closed. But just because the airport is closed, they're technically not closed. In other words, they have people there that can scramble and be in the air in 2 minutes. So they're technically never really closed. So be
It's an Air
aware of that
Force
also.
base. Of course, it's never closed. It means they're just not actively flying.
Oh, our strawberry daiquiri should be done.
It is. It's delicious.
Oh, you're already drinking it?
So we have Langley Air Force Base. We have the Naval Weapons Station. We have Naval Air Station. Um, so Oceana, and then Camp Perry. I don't really think they fly anything out of there. Fort Eustis, which you get a lot of the big planes and helicopters out of Fort Eustis. So we are surrounded by military. Um,
What y'all think? Well, like a good strawberry daiquiri? This glass is so freaking cold.
mhm.
Oh, wow. That is very strawberry-ish.
They all taste different because there's no ice in them.
Did I get some nice presents for my birthday? Cloud Chucker, Munchkin has asked me what I wanted for my birthday. I haven't really told her.
Yeah,
I did get
we had to wait till payday, which was on his
yes,
birthday.
yeah. The payday was on my birthday, so um, one of the attorneys did buy me lunch at work, and then after work, Munchkin took me to Chihuahuas, which is one of our favorite little um,
It's good shit, Harry.
Aries. I ain't gonna lie, dude. That Ninja slushy machine is amazing, dude. Just know this before you buy one. You cannot use diet drinks like Coke Zero or Diet Coke. It has to have sugar in there or it won't turn to slush. Look at how quick my glass is frosting up. I mean, it's cold. Just saying. Thanks, Kyle. But every frozen slushy drink we've made is absolutely delicious.
Mhm.
Bourbon slushy for the win. I haven't tried that yet, Aries. That would probably be well. I could calm it down some.
Mhm.
Whiskey sour
Ooh,
slushy.
amaretto sour slushy would be
Ooh, that
good.
would be amazing. An amaretto sour slushy. Oh
Mhm.
man, because we already like amaretto. We both
You
like
throw some cherries
amaretto
in there.
sours. We could do it, but we'd have to buy a gigantic bottle of amaretto. So,
Yeah, we'd have to get the non-generic shit for that.
Cloud Chucker, you the
Oh, thank
man.
you, Cloud Chucker.
Look at that. I'm gonna post that. Look at there. It posted his donation
Yeah.
and everything. I like
I
that.
mean, now he had to sit at the restaurant for about an hour and wait for me because I had to go to Virginia Beach yesterday and left at 5 o'clock. And holy hell, I talked to my boss earlier and I said, I just want to apologize to you for every closing I've ever scheduled over there for you at 4 o'clock. And he started to laugh and he's like, it's fucked up, isn't it? I'm like, yes, the traffic was absolutely awful. It took me an hour and a half to go 40 miles. It's ridiculous.
I forgot. I have not showed y'all my mod yet. So this is my mod. It does have scuba divers and a shark on there. This is basically a sunset over the ocean. Has my name on there, and it also has me flying a paramotor. Is that not cool or what? And it does say Scuba Steve on there. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I will remind you, Aries. So all the soda
Thank
we
you,
have
Bree.
is diet. So I thought, because the diet won't freeze, of dissolving the sugar in the liquor and then pouring it in the machine so I don't have to go buy more non-diet soda.
This will give you brain freeze so fast. I mean, look at how cold this glass is. I'm trying to show y'all that this thing gets cold.
Well, it's frozen.
It is no joke. I know, but man. That's a sneak
The
up on you
bourbon
drink.
symposium. What the hell's up with them not letting a grown ass adult go swimming without someone else? What kind of weird ass hotel you staying at, Aries? That's bullshit. I would have just grabbed a random stranger. You're coming swimming with me.
Man,
There was
I'm
a
fogging up
picture on the door that said no one can swim unless they're accompanied by another person. No children must be accompanied by an adult. It's you cannot swim by yourself. Period.
I got reminded of Aries Monday. One of the guys come in to drop off his EMD. He had two prosthetic below the knee. Both his legs were gone, not just one, both. And his looked all like Transformer type. He had some nice looking prosthetic legs. I don't know if it does everything Aries does, but they look pretty cool. They were not just like the $4.99 version of a prosthetic leg.
Well, I mean,
Talk
that's
about a
kinda
sex
cool,
pun.
Aries.
You nearly died with a frosty drink? What?
I think you were drinking it wrong, Walter. How'd you do that?
I'm like, huh? I can't. The reason I say this is sneaky is because you can't really taste the alcohol, but I know it's in there. There's plenty of it in there. So,
Well, it's because you don't put ice. There's no ice in these.
right.
So it's just the frozen concentrate with the alcohol. So it hides the alcohol flavor. So, Stina, where are you going on your road trip? Are you doing the Route 66 thing again?
Road trip, road trip. I hope we actually get away this time. Maybe y'all can rob me because I'm on StreamYard.
We'll try.
Cloud Chucker want to bet 500,000.
Oh, damn.
It let him.
You
It
got
let
the
him
left
do it.
Route 66 to Needles. Where is Needles?
Oh, she gonna get her kicks on Route 66. What's up, Frankenmeiser? And hello, Vapors Bad Boy. I'm sorry if I missed you earlier. And Aries, obviously.
We're too late, Aries. We're gonna have to rob
Aries. We didn't have enough seats in the car. Oh, we won. We won. We won. We won. We won. Cha-ching! I won 160,000. Cloud Chucker won 2 million. Damn. 2 million. Brain freeze. Oh, nearly passed out. 10 minutes later was burning to hell and back. Wow, Walter.
You fucked up your internal thermostat somehow.
You brain freezed a little too much. Yeah, you don't want to go that far. Cold tends to hide the alcohol flavor. Have you ever put orange 2020 in the? No, I try to avoid Mad Dog 2020, Scott, because that usually gives you a bad hangover. I don't want.
Look, I bought some of that a couple years ago.
Whoa, 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 whoa! I must show this comment.
Oh, really? What?
Congratulations, Stina. I hope it does turn out that way. That's amazing.
Ain't that some bullshit,
Go,
y'all?
Josh. Go, Josh. Go, Josh.
Really? You're gonna let Josh outpace you? You're gonna let Turtle Boy get first? For shame.
That don't mean they're getting married first.
Hmm.
Wow. All right, I know I'm dragging my feet. I've been dragging my feetses.
A little
I've
bit.
I've been thinking about it every once in a while, and then I try to run away from it.
Every once in a while. Every Friday when y'all fucking remind me.
No, it's more than just on Fridays.
Hmm. Well, that's awesome, Cena.
So, what is it? September 7th, I think. I'm going to be going up to Middle Peninsula Airport where they're going to be doing some training, new students. Which is funny because one of the new students, the guy actually works for the FAA. I think that's hilarious. So, if he does get through his training and he's able to fly, we will have an FAA guy in our back pocket. And that's who we really need to be our friends, whether it be the airport. FAA is the one, believe it or not, and I know a lot of people don't realize this, you don't own the air above your house. The FAA does, apparently. So if it's in the sky, the FAA owns it. Just straight up. The FAA owns all airspace. So if anything happens, that's who's going to jump your case is the FAA. So there you go. Well, at least in the United States. But yeah, a lot of people think, oh, he flew over my farmland and I own this property. He was on my property. No, I was above your property. I
Well,
did.
you already knew that from flying your drone and shit.
Yeah. So Aries says 150 feet above your house. FAA owns everything else. I would have to argue with that. According to FAA, they own it. If you can, as high as you can jump, and they own it. So I don't know.
Yep. Every Friday, King Cobra.
King Cobra, that's awesome. I love that. You're 100% correct. Some son of a gun is gonna bring this up. But yeah, my birthday was cool. I'm happy to be 56. So we got and then we got Flat for Gauge coming up again next year, in March, and Munchkin and I are both excited about going to that. That's going to be a long trip, but then we get to hang out with like Angela and Tony, which I don't know where they're at tonight. I'm going to have to jump their case for not being here. What's up, John Q? There he is.
Hi, John.
No, Stina, you talk about it all you want, girl. You have every right to be excited. Every right.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's awesome. I mean, look how hard and how much work you've put into this relationship. I think.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. So, hopefully once she gets married, she can be like, okay, everything's cool with the world now. I'm good. So, get engaged at Fly for Gauge. Walter, that's next year, man. That's far away. You can get married on your birthday, so you always remember the anniversary. Well, I definitely don't want to try to make my anniversary the same as any other anniversary, so that's not going to happen. So just had to figure it out. I don't know yet.
No, I'm not going to be consulting the fucking calendar or anything.
Worst thing you can hear is, I'm from the FAA and I'm here to help you. Yeah. Well, I think it'll be cool because if John French, if he comes out there on that Saturday, I'm going to be training him to fly a trike, and I think it's going to go so smooth that he's not going to realize what happened before he's in the air. It's honestly, since he already knows how to fly foot launch, transitioning to a trike is very easy. There's just a few steps that you have to know, especially about controlling the wing over your head on a trike. And once you get that, boom, you're in the air, man. He does need to work on his landings, but I think once he gets a trike, he's going to be able to nail those landings because it's easier on a trike. It's a lot more forgiving, I should say.
He's not going to go all Superman into the corn.
Right. I think before he was so scared because you're coming in and your feet are your landing gear. So he was scared that he was going to land on his feet too fast and hurt his legs, so he would flare too early. When he's in a trike, he's going to feel protected because of that trike, and he's going to be able to go lower before he flares, and then everything will be golden. If he does that, he'll land right in there. You already drank that whole thing?
I didn't fill mine up as much as yours.
Oh, I filled mine all the way up. The sound is better now that I'm on StreamYard. Wow. What's up, Harry? How's the sound better on StreamYard? Maybe is it just Munchkin that sounds better, or both of us? Inquiring minds want to know.
Case law in the past has used the height of 500 feet in urban or suburban areas and 360 feet above the surface or tallest structure in rural areas as the demarcation line.
500 feet? So I guarantee you, I can tell you right now.
I would imagine that case law is probably due to the usage of drones and people flying over livestock, people flying over and looking at people's windows.
If I fly below 500 feet, which that entire flight was below 500 feet, the FAA would still have my tail. So I can't see that. Well, hey, what's up, John Wayne?
I would imagine
case
law between you and a homeowner would be different than what it would be for you and the FAA. So if somebody complained about you flying a drone, let's say over their house or in their backyard, the judge might determine that you need to stay 500 feet above. So you can't be peeking in their fucking windows.
That case dates back to 1979. Well, I'm sure there's new laws since then because, the FAA, they're like, we don't care what height you're at. We will bust your ass. Like, say if I was at 200 feet and I flew over a football game, they would nail my butt to something. That 500 feet thing, I don't think.
Lindy, that's, you could be destroying somebody's crops, so you shouldn't be landing in anybody's crops unless it's an emergency.
I shouldn't even say over a football game because it clearly states in FAR rules that you cannot fly over an assembly of people, which would be a football game or a concert or any kind of event like that. You can't fly over people like that. Well,
technically, that drone that we saw at Busch Gardens, they would have been in trouble for that.
Oh, heck yeah. We were at Busch Gardens.
Even though he was way the hell up there, but we still spotted him.
And I looked up and I was like, there's a freaking drone watching us. And I was pointing it out. I was like, you're doing wrong. And then he left. Because I was pointing right at him. He probably thought nobody could see him, but I did.
Yeah, because he was way up there.
Yep. I just happened to notice it out of the corner of my eye. I was like, there's a freaking drone following us around. So, oh my goodness.
Yeah, everybody can hear the cat. She's in
Our
heat
cat
again,
is in
so
heat
she's
right now.
walking around yelling.
Yeah, she's yelling a lot.
Get that big fucking wing out of my beans. Yeah, pretty much. You're fucking up my beans.
So, Kyle's flipping coins again. He's probably going to lose. UK law drones max height 250 grams is 400 feet. You could hardly see it at that height. Yeah, King Cobra, I understand that completely. Now, my drone is so old that it's got hacked firmware. I can fly as high as I want to.
Well,
Not
the
legally, but
age of your
I
drone
can do it.
doesn't have anything to do with you having hacked firmware.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the newer ones, they put limits on there to restrict you. Mine is not restricted. I can fly over a airport if I wanted to, but I don't do that because I'm not stupid. Yeah, congested area. There you go, Bill. Any congested area. So you can't fly over cities. Like you can't go flying down the Los Angeles Strip or something like that. We're not, as far as paramotor pilots go, we're not out there to cause trouble. We enjoy seeing nature and, flying over rivers and streams and fields and mountains and
Volcanoes.
beaches. That's volcanoes, you name it. That's what we like doing. It's not about, oh, let me go fly over all these people so they see what I'm doing. I'm not trying to get attention, but it does attract attention.
John Q, she's getting no cat wiener. We do not have cat wiener in this house. She'll just have to deal with it.
I see a lot of flip coins, but I don't know. I didn't see Kyle win any. I don't know what the heck's going on. I guess Kyle isn't flipping his coin right. So carry to 3, 2 miles. Jeez.
Oh, hey, I won.
Hey, you won. I opened up a new pod today because I had 2 of these, and I've went through so many pods lately. It's ridiculous. I got a juice in here that it's a new juice to me, but I think it needs more steep time because right now to me it's supposed to taste like Skittles, but it tastes like sweet flowers. And I know y'all have had juices like that before. To me, that's not a good taste. I'm hoping that changes with steeping. If it doesn't, then it's just to be a juice I won't use again. But unfortunately, I have a gigantic bottle of it, so I'm just going to have to blow through it somehow.
I didn't get to tell you the bad news.
The bad news?
Jeff had to ruin my Friday.
Oh, no.
Now, it's a secret, so only you and everybody else here knows. But we're losing somebody else.
Damn.
Yeah. She's taking a job with the city.
Did you say she?
Yeah.
Well, there's half the 90% of people that work for us are she's. So, all right.
Yeah, he said she cried when she told him and that she feels bad. So I just messaged her.
It's me.
I messaged her a GIF of calling her a traitor, and she's like, "What?" So I sent her another one that says, "I know," and then me crying. Yeah, yeah, it sucks. It sucks. Because I know whoever we get to replace her, somehow I'm going to end up having to train this person in an entirely different city. I don't know.
Yeah, that's one thing I've noticed about this job is there's a big turnover.
We have
Well,
4 offices.
we have 4 offices, Will. That's the thing. Now our Williamsburg office doesn't really have anybody in there right now, so we have
The lady that worked in Williamsburg went on vacation and never came back because she was getting tired of being yelled at because she was stupid. So she's gone.
It does freeze a liquid, Vapor's
Mhm.
bad boy. It does not freeze diet liquids because according to physics, you need the sugar in there for it to be able to freeze the liquid. Oh, I see. You can't have sugar. You can use allulose though.
Yeah.
It will freeze if you use allulose, which is not technically sugar. So I get the fact diabetic people would definitely be like, really don't want that machine. But There is ways around it, but that's the only way I know is to use allulose, which is a sugar substitute, and it'll still freeze that way. Probably not as good, but it will work with that. And the machine is still sold out. I haven't even seen it go back in stock. Now I haven't been checking every day because I got one, but when I checked it, it was like out of stock, out of stock, out of stock every time I
Well,
looked. So.
she is one of my favorite coworkers, Lindy, and she's one of the ones that's been around just as long as me. Um, so I'm very, I mean, I'm happy for her because it's a good opportunity. She did say if it sucks, I'm gonna come crawling back.
John
That's
Q,
perfectly
I
fine.
would agree with you as far as the blender and ice only takes 30 seconds, but the blender and ice doesn't even get close to as smooth as this is.
No, and it
This
waters down
is
your shit.
this is just and it waters down your stuff. This actually freezes the liquid that's in there, and it comes out just like a slushy machine at 7-Eleven or wherever. It is very smooth slushy. So yeah, this does not add water. It freezes the liquid that's in there.
Yeah, so I'm kind of disappointed because we only have 2 people in Virginia Beach. Nobody in Williamsburg. We have 2.5 people in Gloucester, which is fine.
Cheap vodka will freeze. It probably
Our
will, Scott.
our office has the most people because we've got the 2 attorneys based out of there, the 2 paralegals that support the attorneys in their stuff other than real estate.
I
We've got
suppose you could
me
paper
and
stash
another
it.
processor, and then Steve. So we could get away with hiring 2 more full-time employees, one for Williamsburg, one for Virginia Beach. The problem is that it's very difficult to find an employee that you can trust to be in the office by themselves to work alone.
Hey, I'm not twisting y'all's arm to run out and buy a slushy machine, okay? Don't think I am. I'm just telling you it is good.
Mhm.
That's all I'm saying. If you can't afford it or you don't think that you'll use it a lot,
Or if
then
you've
don't
got
buy
better
one.
sense to spend $300 on a fucking Slurpee machine, just go to 7-Eleven.
Hey, there you go. I mean,
I mean, look, it's good, but
I
I
just
wouldn't
know how
pay
much
that much
we
for it.
drink stuff, so for us, it was a cool option to have. Um, Everybody that's tried it, which has only been her sister and us, have absolutely loved the drinks that came out of it.
I
So
don't think Splenda or Sweet and Low would work.
I know, yeah, like I tell him, I know allulose does, but I don't know what's different about allulose over
I don't know.
sucralose or whatever. But I have seen people use allulose.
I have never seen anybody actually spell that word out in full. Y'all don't just call it Stolies. We did try just regular coffee one, and it was pretty good.
I want to try it with espresso and coffee. Now we did do that, Aries. We
I
made a
just
coffee.
said that.
Oh, did you?
Do you not hear when I talk?
I thought you were talking about the Stoli thing.
I did, and then I said we did try the coffee one, and it was really good.
Yeah, I think it was better than Starbucks, to be honest with you.
He's
Heck,
using different shit. It's got our pictures all switched around. We're on the wrong
pictures are
sides.
switched around. Well, yeah, we're on the wrong sides, but that's just the way it does it. It puts the host on the left and the guest on the right. I could add people in here,
I
no
know,
problem.
right, John Q? I swear, when I talk, all he hears is wah 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 wah.
Wah, 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 wah. No, I want one. I just can't have figure. So I was wondering if you use Splenda. Yeah,
I mean,
that would take a lot of Splenda.
I know, Aries. Let's see. Can you use Splenda? Whoops. That's what you get for being stupid. Splenda in a ninja slushy. Helps if I spell slushy right.
Why is it beeping in there? I hear
I
beep.
don't know.
Oh, it's saying it's got too much alcohol in it.
So, according to what I've just read, you can use Splenda in it. I don't know if that's true or not, though.
It was given the too much alcohol error.
Mm. Yeah, everyone, all the recipes call for liquid allulose. Let's see how much that is on Amazon.
Yeah, see, allulose. That's what I was saying. They all say to use that. Um, Time for a fresh bourbon. Gonna cut out. See you, Aries. Tonight's stream is perfect, crystal clear, and no buffering. 100%. Dang.
So you can get a big bottle of allulose sweetener liquid for $14 on Amazon.
There you go. I mean, it'd be something to try. Like if we were on a diet, we could definitely switch over to allulose and see
Mhm.
how it works out. It'd be something I can try in the future.
And I see stuff that says monk fruit sweetener with allulose, so you
Is
could
that like
probably use that too.
aluminium? Oh my gosh.
Maybe. I don't know.
No ads at all. Much better stream. Well, hey, I guess StreamYard works decently. I mean, if that's the case, we could dump Zoom and go with StreamYard, which I assume they cost about the same amount of money. And then I'll have the pro version and we can add like all kinds of people in StreamYard.
What I want to do is dump Zoom and dump Spotify. Or yeah, I'm paying
Yeah.
$12 a month for an unlimited Spotify I don't even use, and dump Netflix.
Log into my thing, you could.
I could save myself like $60 a month getting rid of those. I haven't watched Netflix in years.
Oh, you did the moderator thing, Linda? Cool. I knew you'd figure it out. Yeah, it's not that hard. Sound is perfect and no buffering at all. I like it. I like that. Do you get the site where it's at? Yeah, of course. I can give you a link directly to it. There it is, but it's going to say out of stock. I'm telling you right now.
I'm sorry to hear you're feeling
There's the
bad,
link,
Martha.
but it's going to. It's definitely going to tell you that it's out of stock. And do not, if you start getting Facebook ads that say Ninja Shop or something, and they got them for $35, do not buy that. That is a scam. I'm just telling you right now. It
Duh.
should be
Look,
$2.99.
if you're dumb enough to think you can get one for
I'm
$35
just,
off a Facebook ad, you deserve to get scammed. There, I
you
said it.
don't have to pay for StreamYard, Will, but this is the advantages of paying for StreamYard. You can broadcast at 1080p. You can record your streams to the cloud or whatever. You got 30 gigs of data or something. You don't have a limited amount of time that you can stream.
You can change your
Um,
background to whatever you want it to be
why
instead
is
of
Shane saying
purple.
no show tonight?
I don't know. He's lost. Right, King Cobra? What I told him is when I see a Facebook ad for something that looks cool, I will just go Google that shit and see if I can find it on a decent website. He actually did it the other day and found something from a Facebook ad on Amazon cheaper. Well, hello there, Shane. I don't know why it didn't show up on YouTube, but you're here now. What are you doing? 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 What are you That's what
Why
matters.
did it not show up on YouTube? Well, because I'm using StreamYard, your favorite tool.
But you're still on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and YouTube it showed everybody else because they were already in chat before it even started. There was people in here, so they know. He probably didn't turn on all the notifications because Shane would never do that. We already talked about Flight for Gauge.
Well, we know Scuba's a sucker too, so he sees a good deal and he's like, "Oh, let me go get that." No, it's a scam. Stop buying shit
Will
off
says it
Facebook.
showed up for him, so there you go. Long as Will got the notification, we're good now. I have all of them on. All them things will be on.
Right, Cloud Chucker said there's so many scams on the internet, just send me $19.99. I'll tell you how to avoid them.
There you go. There you go. It is crazy with how many scams are on Facebook. It's like crazy. Will who? Wow, Will, you gonna take that? I just have to leave Stina's comment up there just because.
Right. I hope he makes it interesting though. Even if he spilled the beans, still keeping it a secret of the when and the how.
Yeah, because I mean, where on Route 66 would he propose? Next to the cactus or what?
I don't know.
So that'll be interesting to see.
I thought I smelled fish. Hi, kitty cat. What are you doing?
I smell fish. Oh, the cat's in here.
He must have yawned because I was like, "Why
Them
do I
cats
smell
have
cat food?"
definite, man, they have a fish breath smell. Oh my gosh. You got that Amazon spot replacement for the Amazon. Yeah, get the link for his allulose. Spill beans, don't land in them. Yeah, that's a good point, John Q. You don't want to land in any kind of cornfield or bean field. I know we have a lot of soybean fields over on the Eastern Shore, so you have to be Will, who is on Steve's Friends, which will receive the notifications. There you go, Will, right?
Here you go, Vapors bad boy. There is the link.
Oh, you made it a short link for him.
Well, Amazon has that nifty thing where you can actually hit share and then copy link, and it'll actually give you a
cool
tiny bitty link instead of Will, who's on Steve's Friends, which receives the show notifications. Nice one, Will. Hi, Banditos. What you doing, Big Chunky?
So this Middle Peninsula Airport, when we fly there, it's interesting because they skydive out of that airport. A lot of planes come in and out of that airport, but luckily, the trainer that works there usually will contact all the airport or airplanes in the area. He stays on there the entire time we're there, so we'll be able to fly safe while we're there. They usually stay on the other side of the airport. We stay on this side.
Well, that's because he told him we're going to stay on the east side.
Right.
Y'all stay on the west side, and we'll all be good.
And that's what happened.
Mhm.
Even in my video, you'll see a plane taking off from the runway over on the across from us. But he was doing touch and goes over there, and we were staying on our side, so everybody was happy.
Well,
I
come
see
on,
cattail like all up in the
Yeah.
screen. Did I read the last comment on the show from Tuesday night? I think I missed it, Shane. It was probably after the show was already over, so I missed the comment.
Hi, big boy.
All right. Do you think Stina's comment's been up there long enough? I will remove it.
You're falling. Come here. Ugh.
Only two things smell like fish. Boom, boom. It was yesterday. I know when the show was, Shane. Wait, it was yesterday.
It is, Scott. He's very.
Today was
what's
Thursday.
funny is I have little tiny bruises all over my chest from this big fat ass stomping on me and standing on me. Last time I weighed him, he weighed 17 pounds. He's got to be heavier than that. He's
He is
huge.
a big cat, and
He's a
he
big
is a
boy,
daddy's cat. He
and
likes
he is
daddy.
solid, aren't you, Bandit? Yes.
Every night he has to come up and get in my face and rub all on my face and lick my nose just to tell me good night before he'll go lay down. Every time. So tonight he'll be doing. She talking about scuba?
He doesn't go lay down though. He starts racing around the house like a crazy animal.
That cat is heavy, guys. And when he gets up on my chest, I'm like, "Oh, you're killing me! You're killing me, dude!" He don't care. He don't know that he's heavy.
He is huge. He's a very, very large cat.
He is a pretty cat, Cloud Chucker. He is a pretty cat.
Him and Smokey were both the ferals who definitely have. They both like people food, but they
I'm
like
glad you
different
got
people
filled
foods.
up, John Wayne.
So Smokey, the little girl cat, loves Italian food. So spaghetti sauce, pizza. She'll lick the pizza sauce off your plate. Pepperoni. Bandit likes like Cheez-Its and potato chips, and he will help himself
Oh,
to
they
your
like
potato chips.
strawberries and stuff
Anything
like
strawberry flavored, they're all over.
that. Yeah, they will. Man, she made when we were on the diet and we made like these no carb strawberry frozen popsicles. Them cats were all over us. It's like, dang gum, man, what the heck? So I'm
Mhm.
surprised we're drinking this and they're not all over us because it's strawberry. Um, he likes to stand on your chest too. Exactly, Scott. Yeah.
Well, you've got an orange cat. I mean, okay, they were feral, but they were kittens, so um, they have definitely adopted the house cat life. Neither one of them have any interest in going outside. They like people food. They will let you know if any. They have 3 food bowls. None of them are allowed to be empty. They could have 2 full ones, 1 empty one, and the world's ending because all 3 of them must be full at all times.
I don't think. I mean, we don't try to overfeed the cats, but the cats will let you know when their food
Mhm.
bowl is not full. Apparently, it can't even get low because they're meow meow. That's all you hear because they don't have enough food in their bowl.
But Smokey's still teeny tiny. She's a itty bitty thing. She maybe weighs 5 pounds.
So, John, I assume the doctor told you you can go out and eat whatever you want. John Wayne, I
Aw.
mean, if you're able to go out and eat Mexican and everything, I guess you're okay as far as that goes. Sounds like your recovery's coming along good, which is awesome. So by the time it gets cold outside, you may be able to fly again. Then we can see some more John Wayne videos.
No, not 3 food dishes each. 3 that they share. Now the dog will also eat their food, so they're sharing with a blind Chihuahua.
Will, that's so bad.
That one was a little personal. You gonna take that, Shane? You gonna let Will talk to you like that?
I, I, there had to
I
post
hate
Will.
this headset. Just so you know, can't stand it.
We got to get you a different headset. You want a little thin, nothing headset.
I do.
Oh, you are going to Soar the Shore? Shane, you
Oh
are the
boy.
man. If you come to Soar the Shore, then I will definitely make Fly It for Gage next year. That is a guarantee. How about that?
I mean, we kind of have to because we agreed to split the cost of a camper with
Shh,
Angela and
don't tell them
Steve.
all that. I just say if Shane makes Soar the Shore, then we'll make Fly It for Gage next year.
Uh-oh.
Will could come up too. You know, it ain't but one state up for
Yeah,
Will.
Will's a lot closer than Shane is.
Hell yeah, Will could definitely make it. I think you would
Mhm.
actually like flying from there, Will. We have a great time. They do karaoke and stuff, which most of them can't sing too well, but there is one guy that
And they
sings
don't let
pretty
them
good.
stop them, and they will feed the hell out of you.
Oh my
They'll
gosh, they
feed you.
cook so much food, man.
Mhm.
I've never had to bring food. Um, it's just like it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, last time they cooked, they had a when I say they had a big pot of chicken and dumplings, this was like enough to feed like 35 people just on the chicken and dumplings. And then
Yeah.
they had pasta and they had garlic bread and they had pasta with mussels in it and
Shane
they
can bring
had
the
like
food
a
over.
whole bunch of big trays of barbecue and
Is there a place to hang your hammock? I would say so, Shane, because there's like a bunch of trees right there next to the
I would
campground.
not hang my hammock in those trees though. There's lots of ticks.
Somebody's got to pee somewhere. I mean, I'll have a tent there and a 13 by 13 gazebo thing, but so does 90% of the other people that come. There's some cool guys that show up to that event, honestly. I think that Dro is going to be there also. He said he was coming along with his buddy, which I can't think of his name right now. He'll be coming. So that's enough. It's going to be packed.
The end of
When is
September,
Soar
right?
the Shore? It is in September, like the later part of September. I can look it up real quick. I'll actually give you the link. There it is. So here's the event link right here.
And if for some reason it gets rained out, y'all can just come to our house. We're only across the bridge. It's
It
about
is
half an hour
September
away.
18th through the 22nd. So it's like a Wednesday through the Sunday. Kind of like the way that Flat for Gauge is. But you got to take a 17-mile journey across a bridge, which does have a toll. I think the toll's like $14. I ain't gonna lie.
Hmm.
Got to let you know ahead of time that toll is something serious. But it's not as bad coming back out of the thing. Well, if you stay there for multiple days, they'll probably charge you again.
If you go across and come back in 24 hours, the total toll is I think $18.
Yeah.
If you don't come back, it's $14 each. Well, no, I think it's $18 each direction.
How much do they charge leaving? Yeah. There's no charge for the actual fly in. It's only the charge for crossing that freaking bridge.
The
That's what
Chesapeake
you're
Bay
paying.
Bridge Tunnel.
Yeah.
I'll look up the toll.
Hey, Scuba, I love this
Yeah, it's
tested
expensive.
result
It
e-liquid.
is. It is a very nice bridge, though. Will it's very clean.
Yeah, water on both sides of you for 17 miles. It's freaking long. If you keep going, you'll end up in Maryland. Just saying. But you're flying out of there. There you go. You could do that, Shane.
All right,
That'd be
so
a long flight. You'd have to follow the bridge the whole way down, too. But you would be in a Class G airspace. Should come with breakfast. Hey, man, it's better than having to pay a fee to go to a fly-in that you normally would be paying $60 for or whatever per night. So it's one fee to cross the
all right,
bridge.
so we're not going to
That's
be in
it.
peak season. So peak season ends September 15th, right? So off peak, it's $16. If you return within 24 hours and you have an easy pass, the total coming back is $6. Um, if you
Or
stay
lube.
longer than 24 hours, it's $16 coming and $16 going.
Yeah. I get it. Yeah,
Yeah, it
it's
ain't cheap.
expensive for that bridge. I don't know why they charge so much to cross that
Be-
freaking bridge.
because because it doesn't get a lot of traffic and they have to pay to maintain it.
What's cool about that airport is it has a north-south runway and a east-west runway. So no matter which way the wind's coming from, you'll be able to take off.
I mean, somebody will cook you breakfast, Will. I woke up to somebody offering me coffee and bacon and eggs. Okay, so you wonder why it doesn't get a lot of traffic? Because there is fuck all on the Eastern Shore. There's nothing over there. It's
Not much.
so. Have you ever heard of the Chincoteague Pony Swim, Wallops Island, where they light off the rockets? That is on the Eastern Shore. So we share that with Maryland. If you come from the north, you have to take the bridge. No, you just have to come down through Maryland.
Yeah, you don't have to pay if you come from the north. You can come straight down. Free breakfast. As far as food goes, Walter, there's somebody always cooking something that fly in. I've never had to bring food. Even though I do bring food,
we didn't really have to.
They offer like, hey, y'all want some breakfast? And there you go. I've never had to do anything. So it's been great. And considering how many people's going to be there this time, I think as long as there's no hurricane or something stupid, there'll be a lot of people there. I mean, Spring Wing, we had double the amount of people this year. There was a lot of people at Spring Wing this year. I mean, I don't know if it showed in my video, but there was a lot of people.
And the owner of the airport is really cool. He's come out there and cut the grass while you're there. Or he'll come in and fly in on his plane. He walks around talking to everybody, and he's going to do another bonfire. So there was already a giant pile of sticks and logs and shit then when we got there that he had been collecting. Yeah, that's because there was a hurricane.
Yeah, last year, Soar the Shore, I was the only one there. But it was because of the hurricane. So they basically canceled it, but I still showed up anyway. But Spring Wing, which was in April, there was a lot of people there. It went all the way around the corner with people. It was full.
Yeah.
So Soar the Shore, as long as the weather doesn't look really bad, it'll have a lot of people there. Nothing like bad apples or anything like that, but it's a decent fly-in. I'd say 50 to 75 people at least. It'll be a cool fly-in.
And there's a shower.
Yes, there is a shower there and a restroom. As far as camp hookups go, nope. You would have to bring a generator, but 90% of the people that come there have generators. I'll have one, so I'll have a generator there also. So we'll be good as far as that goes.
Yeah, we brought a generator to charge our phones.
Yeah.
Seems like a bit out overkill, doesn't it?
Shower's a must, right? I got you. Yep, definitely have a shower.
See, I had to drive my happy ass back to the house and pay another fucking $18 because somebody forgot their blood pressure medication.
Oh, yeah. Oh, don't let me forget that.
Now,
again.
to be fair, I did offer because I wanted to go home and take a shower. They have a shower there, but I'm kind of, I don't know who's been using that shower. No, so I drove home and I gathered up all of his stuff and I took a shower in my own shower and changed clothes and all that and then went back.
There you go. If you got an outdoor shower, we can do that too, Shane. This
is an actual. They have a little like a pilot's lounge, right? So that is closed off because that's where him and his family stay. But he leaves the bathroom unlocked, so you can get to the bathroom from outside, and there's a shower and a toilet. I have to bring some cleaning supplies because I will be cleaning the sink because it was gross. You can tell the airport's run by a dude. Yuck.
He always has on red shorts. That will be Gordon Campbell, the owner of the airport. He has on red shorts. If you see red shorts, that's the owner. It's like everywhere. Only up my ass. There you go. That's the way you got.
Well, you've heard that. If it was up your ass, you'd know it. Not him. No.
No, if it was up my ass,
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's how I don't know. Always bring toilet paper.
I did bring toilet paper, but there was plenty.
Yep.
I had a backup roll though. And after I accidentally gave myself food poisoning, I needed it.
Oh, it's a good place to hang out, man. It's just a really cool fly-in to socialize. Dee and Dwayne, they'll be there, I'm sure.
Mhm.
They're cool to hang out with. He just got a trike. He had just started flying that thing on this spring wing, so he was getting good at landing with it. So I look forward to see how he's progressed. Um,
They do have stores over there, Will. I'm not quite sure where the Walmart is, but they have,
they got a grocery store. They got a Royal Farms gas station that's
yeah,
got
food line, Royal
everything.
Farms. They got a liquor store. Yeah,
Yeah,
they have
they do
stuff.
have
What I mean
they
is
do
like
have the basics over
populated
there.
areas. Yeah,
Couple of restaurants that I've never tried, so I don't know if they're any good or not.
I'm
I'll
hoping
bring
it's
my outdoor
chilly out.
shower. That'll be cool if Shane comes, man. I'll actually get to hang out with some of my bros.
Yeah, well, I would rather. So if you come, you're gonna probably be coming up through Chesapeake. So you'll actually be on the good side. You're not gonna y'all will not have to cross the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel and then the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel because you'll be coming up through Chesapeake. Um, so you'll just have to go through Virginia Beach to get. So yeah, y'all won't hit traffic that bad. It's not gonna be that bad.
Yeah. You'll know when you get on the bridge. There's no mistake in that bridge. Once you hit that bridge, it's on. It's like, hey, for the next so many miles, there's no gas stations.
They
Have
actually have
gas.
a service that you can pay somebody to drive you over the bridge.
Yeah, if you're too scared to cross the
Mhm.
bridge, you can pay somebody, they'll drive you over the bridge. That is such a weird service to have, but hey,
Some
whatever.
people really don't like
I
bridges.
don't think it's scary. Um, I don't think that bridge is scary. There you go, Shane. I'll be able to tell how light my wallet is.
Yeah, it's not cheap, Junkie. Luckily, none of the other tolls in this area are
No
that
fly-ins are
expensive.
cheap. I
That's
mean,
the
but this one's free.
expensive one.
We hang out, we have a great time. People stay up most of the night and they get up at the butt crack of dawn to go flying. There's no question there. They all you're like, oh, it's time to get up because you hear the first motor crank, and you're like, yeah, it must be time to get up. And they're up there, man.
I did like the offers for coffee as soon as I opened my eyeballs.
Yeah. Y'all want coffee? Y'all want coffee? Y'all want coffee? Yeah.
There's a few, Harry.
If Dave Garber shows up, he'll have equipment with him that he'll probably have for sale as usual, but he is a crazy stunt pilot, man. He does some stuff that I would never attempt ever. And he usually brings his tandem setup so he can take people up flying. He always does every time he comes. And he says that's the one event he'll never miss because he loves coming to that event. It's honestly, it's really cool because once you get in the air, you'll see there's water on the right side of you and there's water on the left with land in the middle. So you can fly to this shore or you can fly to that shore, or you can stay in the middle, which is normally what I do. But I may adventure out this time, especially with other people there. We can go check out everything because there's so many outs. I mean, you can land almost anywhere, which is a big up.
Hmm.
The only thing we're missing is mountains. But clouds we got and scenery we got, no question. Kramer has a hammock. I got a hammock too. I could bring the whole hammock and the stand and
No,
everything.
no, you can't. I don't know what vehicle think you. Yeah, let me try that again. What vehicle you think we own that we can?
There comes Bandit. Is that Bandit? That's Bandit.
Yeah, that's Bandit. Hi, Kitty.
Big cat.
What?
Got to have my air conditioning. Yeah, a lot of the guys that show up there have little camper vehicles, like kind of like Will does, that have AC units built into them.
What's the zip code?
It's supposed to be, it's supposed to be kind of cool, mid-September, from what I understand. Which Shane said he's happy if it's going to be cool. The zip code, it shows it on there. The zip code
Here,
is
I will put the link
23413.
to the airfield. I am looking forward to that, Shane. That's going to be fantastic. It's September, so it could be 90, could be 60. There's no telling.
Yeah. I've never went to his website. How come I can't even click on you? The what farm? What almanac? Well, it's going to be different, Shane, because they said that there's a weird thing coming through. Why can't I just copy this link?
I don't know.
When I try to go over it, it says show. That's all I can do is put it up on the main screen. I can just type it out. There, I just typed it out. There it is. Welcome to Campbell Field. Come roll on the grass. It doesn't show a lot of pictures.
No, but if you click on history, it's got lots of stuff there.
On history. Oh, I see. History. Oh, wow. All this stuff from the 1940s.
Keep scrolling.
Oh, my God. Look how old that is. Well, there's a picture from the airport taken during 1960. Jeez. Okay. Cool. Sounds like a lot of fun. I'll be at EFD. Oh, okay. Kramer, we'd love to have you. Hey Jade, how you doing? We were just talking about Soar the Shore. It's coming up next month. Which apparently Shane and maybe even Will might make. And then I think Dro is coming along with his buddy. I think his buddy's name's Ryan.
See, here's what I like. If you look at the about, it says camping is allowed anytime. There are wooded and open areas to camp, no facilities unless the office is open. And then it said all aeronautical and other activities at Campbell Field Airport are recreational in nature and no payment is ever required for use of the premises.
Yeah, he told us to come anytime. Which is great. It's just far. I mean, I got to drive an hour to get there. I mean, obviously not like what Shane would have to drive, but it's an hour drive for me. So a little over an hour. It is a great airfield. I like taking off from there because there's no obstacles at all. So you won't hit anything taking off or landing.
And you have all kinds of outs. No, you can't camp on the bridge. It's too expensive. Yeah. There used to be a restaurant in the middle of the bridge, but it's closed.
They do have woods for the bathroom, Shane. So you can definitely go and
yeah. That's how long that bridge is, that it used to have a restaurant in the middle so you could stop and eat halfway over it.
When you first get there, you'll probably pass the entrance where all the campers are, and you'll go all the way to where the office is. You'll have to back up and then come back to the little tiny dirt road, and that's the way you turn in to go down to where we camp at. But once you get that close, you can just text me, and I'll be like, "Hey, I'll meet you."
It's funny you say that, John Q. There is a Stuckey's over there. That's pretty much the only one we have left in this area. Is over on the Eastern Shore.
Yeah, pretty soon they're gonna build a Buc-ee's in Virginia.
Buc-ee's and Stuckey's are not the same.
I know Buc-ee's and Stuckey's are definitely not the same, but I'm wanting to go to a Buc-ee's and we don't have one close enough for me to go to, so I want to go try Buc-ee's.
I want to go to Stuckey's and get a salty ham sandwich, so the guy can look at me and go, "You know it's salty, right?" I kind of thought so, judging by the name. Yeah, I know what it is.
Still in Washington. Oh, Washington State, not DC, right? So you're way on the west side of the United States,
Nobody
way
calls
over there.
DC Washington. They just call it DC.
Well, it's Washington DC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have too, Scott. That's why I want to try Bucky's.
Yes, the pecan logs are the bomb. Every time I get a salty ham sandwich and the pecan log to go.
Bucky's is fun the first 3 times, then yeah. I tried to stop at one when we came back for Fly for Gage, but somehow I missed the turn or something and didn't get to go there. So we'll catch one sooner
No,
or
that
later.
was on the way back from Georgia.
Oh, from
We
Georgia.
just didn't
Okay.
catch that the sign was like, "Hey, there's a Bucky's 336 miles in the other fucking direction." Not impressed with the brisket? That's disappointing.
I didn't know they had brisket. Brisket at
Yes.
Bucky's?
Yes,
Wow.
they have like a lunch counter, so they make sandwiches with brisket and shit like that. I still miss the prime rib sub they had at Wawa. That was absolutely delicious for a Wawa sub.
Olympia. The capital of Washington is Olympia. And then so you went to Spokane also.
Were you helping Deweese move?
Oh yeah, I forgot Deweese was moving. Yeah.
Brisket's always expensive.
Yeah, brisket is expensive. Hey Deweese, how you doing? How's that move going? I mean, Deweese, when she moves, she moves. She didn't move
Yeah,
from
kind of,
like,
Chucky. It's a gas station teller.
Mississippi to Alabama. She moved far. She was like, I'm gonna try a whole nother part of the country.
I would love it up there.
I don't know. I couldn't
I
do it.
want beaver nuggets.
It rains too much over there for me.
Yeah, that's perfect. I love the dreary, rainy, drizzly weather. It's perfect
Really?
weather to stay the fuck inside. Where all my
Reed
stuff
says he
is.
has a house in Washington. Wow. Okay. Beaver nuggets are gross.
What do you mean, what move?
88 for the high and 66 for the low. Okay, so if it says 88, I'm guessing it's going to be down the low 70s, maybe even in the 60s, because we're supposed to have a cold front come through here at the beginning of September.
Wait, back up.
Yeah.
Deweese said what move? Didn't you post that you moved to Washington?
Yeah. She said, what move? Yeah. She did say she moved over there. So I don't know what she's talking about then. I thought Deweese was moving to Washington. I mean, that's what it said, unless somebody hacked her Facebook.
She says she did not move.
Huh. All my comments stayed going. I didn't move. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what the heck I saw then. I guess we got bamboozled. Oh, you're on vacation. Well, vacation's fine. You can vacation anywhere you want. Heck yeah. Vacation over here, vacation over there. What you talking about, Wheezy? Right, Jade? What you talking about, Wheezy?
Yeah,
Bill.
you posted it's moving day. We are moving from Linden to Olympia, Washington.
There you go. So what is that supposed to mean, Deweese? It's moving day. We're moving for that. That's exactly what it says.
Moving where we were on vacation to this other place where we are on vacation.
Yeah, when it says it's moving day, I mean that's what I get from it. It's moving day. It's change of scenery day, I guess. I don't know.
Yes, Shane, to me, the perfect weather is warm during the day and then chilly at night where you can sit around the fire pit and The bugs are dead. That's the best
Ooh,
part.
that's the other thing. We have a fire pit now. We can
We
fire,
do.
fire, fire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thanks, Jade. She
Okay.
just meant traveling. Okay, it was confusing because when you put it's moving day, I mean that's kind of like the UK saying, "Oh, it's Boxing Day" or something. It's Box Day. I'm just like,
No,
okay.
we are moving our vacation from here to here. I still don't know what the hell Boxing Day is.
Boxing Day is like our Black Friday.
I
I don't know
guess.
why they call it Boxing Day.
I have
I
no idea.
what y'all gonna be boxing?
Yeah, we got to figure out what we're doing with your fucking mutt too, because I'm not taking her again this time.
Yeah, no, I don't think she needs to go. We'll figure something out. I can't believe that dog is still alive, but she is a trooper. I don't know
Yeah,
how she
she's
keeps
a
making it.
fucking crypt keeper, is what she is.
My dog is immortal. She will never die.
I don't want to ask my sister to watch her again, knowing that she had to hose down and scrub her garage floor.
You almost made her tuck and roll on I-5. Did
Tuck
you
and roll,
scare
bitch.
her with
Tuck
your
and roll. Did
driving?
you push her out of the car? She is alive out of spite. Pure spite. I just yeah.
Yeah, the cats are fine, man. The cats can pretty much take care of themselves by having, besides somebody coming over here to clean the litter box and give them food. That's it. But the dog, not so much.
No, she'll
She'll make a
shit
mess.
everywhere.
Yeah. No, a week's worth of pee and poop on the floor. Oh, that would
Yeah, no,
suck.
I'm not. We're not doing that.
Yeah, we don't want that. I'd have to leave her outside first. Like, all right, be in your elements. Which I
If we
did do one day by accident. I left her
if
outside
we had a
most
dog
of the
house,
day.
but the problem is would she be able to find her way back into it?
I don't know. That's the question. Because she does have trouble seeing, so she'd have to be like have a rope hooked to the damn doorway of the doghouse so she could find it.
Ruh-roh. That's
Oh
plenty
man.
of time to get the license too. That takes, shit, a couple days. If that. Hell no. We could just go to York County right there and get the license immediately. Pay our $12 and be done.
Hmm. Curb has one step. One, you know it's
Yeah,
there.
but sometimes ankles don't cooperate.
Oh yeah, with
Wait,
Dewey's hurting her ankle. Yeah.
Shane, you said you hate the heat. You live in Florida.
Right? That's probably why he hates the heat. Because he lives in
I
Florida.
do hate the heat. I don't do heat well. I hate it. Okay, well there's
There's
Angela.
Angela Presley. Angela
Um,
Presley.
Heat is the devil. I don't like it. I can't stand it.
And
It
Tony.
makes me woozy and pass out.
They
Well,
showed
hello,
up. They just showed up really, really late.
fashionably late.
They're just like an hour and 35 minutes
CDC
late.
says this is unacceptable. I want Munchkin to be on the left.
I don't think I can switch her. I really don't know how to switch.
I don't know.
Is there a way to switch? Let me see if let me
Ah, now I'm just here by myself. That's bullshit. All right.
I thought maybe I could switch it, but there's no way to do that.
Oh, y'all robbed Scuba. You got away with it.
Damn, y'all got away again? Damn. Who won? King Cobra won 2 million?
John Q won 12.
Edit layout. Oh, wait. I can do some things.
What can you do?
I can make us bigger and smaller, but that doesn't swap it. Wait.
Work has not been fun, CDC. Not fun at all. Do not like.
How about that?
So when I had to go to Virginia Beach yesterday, the
It
girls
moved
over
me
there
back.
gave me a hug when I got there and then handed me a bag full of lumpia. So I love them. What the hell is that?
I don't know, but
You
it's
know,
not
we're not going to do that.
okay. I can't fix it, guys. Exit the show and then I'll move. Okay.
He just left completely. He's just leaving me here. I don't like this view. Now you're back. You're still on the left.
Yeah, if I hit leave studio, it's gonna mess everything up. I'm not gonna do that. It's fine. Maybe I'll make Munchkin go on first next time or something to put me on the
So,
right
how are
side.
fish fries popular in a landlocked state? I want to know. Now, because I'm a dumbass, let me just check Wisconsin on the map to make sure.
See you, Stina. Hope you have fun on your trip. If we don't talk
All
to you
right, so I
before then,
guess you're not landlocked. You're right next to Lake Michigan and Lake Superior.
bring a ring just in
Okay.
case. I got to find a gumball machine first.
Good night, Stina.
Oh my goodness.
We have rings. We don't need new rings.
Wisconsin.
I mean,
That's
I'll
how-
take a new ring because I like shiny things, but
And then, like Jade says it, what? Gaggle?
gaggle, gaggle,
Gaggle.
gaggle,
I don't know how she. Gaggle.
gaggle, gaggle.
Gaggle. I don't know what. I can't do the accent. I don't know how she does it. So I hate the heat. Drag Munchkin over to your side and see if that works. I've tried that. Oh wait. Oh, it worked. I just tried that a minute ago. It wouldn't work. Thanks, Shane. That worked somehow. I tried it and it was like, nope, but now it works. Yay!
Go figure.
There, I'm on the right. Hopefully everybody's happy now.
It depends on what
do
kind of fish.
we could do real big like this. How y'all doing?
Yeah,
What's up?
no, we don't need to do that. Stop
Oh.
that. Make it go away.
I do like the fact that I don't have to adjust our camera sizes and all that, which you have to do in OBS. You have to change it every time.
Yeah.
See, that's what I mean. People get used to a certain way, right? So you're usually on the left and I'm on the right. So if you switch that up, it throws everybody's whole
It's wrong.
setup.
I hate it.
I can't get used to that. I can't do it. Is that dead? Fine.
Yes, I'm glad he didn't get shot down as well. The investigator said that he was convinced that Scuba was telling the truth and he is not a terrorist.
Yeah.
Now, if I would, what has gotten into you, CDC? We will not be doing any jumping jacks.
How am I
not
going to
gonna
do
happen.
my Zoom? Well, I could do this. Wait. I can do.
I mean, all he's got to do is switch cameras, right?
Yeah, I can switch like this. I can do that. And then that'll put my camera up, even though, yeah, that's right. It's just not, it needs to be flipped upside down. This one don't let you do as much as far as that goes.
You might be able to do that in the actual camera settings, though.
You can mirror the camera, but you can't flip it upside down, unfortunately.
Look, y'all. Munchkin ain't doing no cardio. Munchkin would die. Munchkin is out of shape. Munchkin is fat, chunky, and out of breath.
Jumping
We're
jacks.
not doing
Yeah.
jumping jacks.
I'm scared to get in the mod heist, Cloud Chucker, because y'all won the last 2 or 3 times. So that means we're going to lose this time.
Well,
So
stay out of it. Yeah.
yeah, Kramer's
Way
already.
we won.
How'd
Woohoo!
y'all win again? Damn. Darth thing done hooked us up. He's like, yeah, I'm going to make it where y'all can just win all the time.
What did
Y'all
we
got
get?
away with Scuba's Dyson fan. Damn.
Wait, did that say we got 3 million coins apiece?
No, that's the total cut.
It says each robber's cut is 3,700,000 coins each.
What? How did I get into trouble?
We got the
CD
Dyson fan. That's why we got so much. Good night, Vapors Bad
CDC,
Boy.
I flew too close to Langley Air Force Base. That's basically what it boils down to. I did have a special agent contact me the next day where I had to have a interview with him, but everything turned out okay. I'm okay. It wasn't anything intentional.
The general looked out his window and said, I didn't authorize that. Who's that flying by my
Pretty
house?
much. Yeah, I didn't tell y'all that, but a general's the one that called. He was mad because I flew near his house. And apparently, he's a Karen general and he called and
Dyson is the economic basis of all scuba coins. Very valuable. So we hit the mother load by getting your Dyson fan. I don't think we've ever
apparently,
got the Dyson fan before, have we?
no, y'all never got the Dyson fan. That's crazy. I should have got in on that one. Darn.
You should have, but you didn't.
Did it feel like you were getting called to the principal's office? Worse, Tony. It felt really bad. I know when they came to my job to interview me, my butt puckered big time. I was
Joe didn't
worried.
help by if they read you your rights and I could tell as soon as the guy was like, just text me when you get off work that it wasn't that fucking serious. I said if it was serious, they would have been on the ground and met you when you landed. If you think they don't know where you landed, you're wrong. So yeah, I'm sure they knew a lot more about you than they let on.
The Dyson
No, we're
fan is
not
right
giving the blue
there.
Dyson fan. They got your shitty white one behind
There's
you.
the other Dyson fan is right there. There's a white one there, and there's a blue one up there.
The blue
I'm
one is
using a
mine.
different fan to keep me cool right now because one of the Dyson fans sounds like a freaking jet engine when I turn it on.
Be right back.
The old white one. The blue one sounds fine, but I don't have a lot of room for it. I mean, I guess I could put it up there, but this fan works fine. It's like a Vornado fan, and it keeps all the vape out of my face and off the camera for the most part. Yeah, Kramer, people could still subscribe to your YouTube channel. That is true. RS, Munchkin will kill you. I'm not getting in on this mod heist because as many times as y'all have won, there's no way. A fan without a blade, $1. There's blades in there. You just can't see them. Yes, thank you, Shane. I did call with fear in my voice. I was worried. I was like, man, I didn't do anything wrong. I felt like I broke the law, I was like, damn, what'd I do? So I didn't, it was nothing intentionally I did wrong. It's just that's the way it went down. They do have an air show here tomorrow at Virginia Beach with the Blue Angels. Now, those tickets cost money. Am I bringing the slushy machine? To which event, Angela? Fly it for Gage? Or Soar the Shore? I'm worried that it's going to be so hot outside, it's going to be really hard for that machine to freeze our drinks, but it's possible. It could work. As long as it's not like 90 degrees outside, I think it'll work fine. Man, y'all won again? Darn thing. It is so awesome that everybody's winning now instead of losing every freaking time. Y'all have won like every time. And then I'll be like, I'm not joining this one. And then the time when I say, yeah, okay, I'll join, then we'll lose for sure. Darthing's in there adjusting the settings right now. Like, hey, they're winning too much. Let me fix this. Yeah, well, I mean, as far as the fly for gauge, Angela, we're driving down there anyway. So whatever we can fit, depending on what kind of car we get to bring down there, then that's what we'll bring. I don't mind bringing it because it'd be nice to have some nice slushy drinks. I don't think we have to bring all the kinds of liquor down there with us. We can just buy that while we're there. But either way, some of the flavorings might be hard to find. We may have to bring those. $4 per slushy. So I can afford crossing the bridge. Well, John Q, that one won't be crossing the bridge. That's the Fly for Gauge is down in Florida. That's a whole different drive. Munchkin's going to be driving that because she don't like riding in the passenger seat, which that's fine. I mean, I'm a good side seat driver.
Sure.
We're having an 80s party in our camper. Ooh, an 80s party. Yeah. I like the 80s.
Those made my stomach hurt.
$6 per drink. We could make some nice drinks. I wouldn't even be able to keep the machine going fast enough. Hey, y'all got to slow down.
Right?
I wish it held more. I wish it held like a gallon or 2 gallons, but it don't. 64 ounces can go really fast. Unless I make the portion size smaller, like a smaller cup that they get, then we'd be all right. We've been making big glasses. So if we make a normal size cup for a drink, then we'll be okay. We could probably get 6 to 8 servings out of that and then make another one in the meantime. Just keep it going. Another mod heist already happened before I could even see it going. Wow, that's crazy. Ah, y'all lost. Yes. For once. Vic was playing with Scuba's drill. Now that's not.
That cool. Don't sound right.
That's not good. Leave Scuba's drill alone. I've been changing my own oil since 2017. I think I'm done. I'm just going to take my car to a lube place. Yeah, CDC.
You charge so much, though.
It's not really that much more. It used to be a lot cheaper to do it yourself. Now it's almost cheaper just to take it somewhere. Oh, thanks. That's what you were saying, King Cobra. I was wondering why you said at Scuba Mod Heist. I was like, huh? Yeah. Well, good thing I missed that one because we lost. The drink stronger and smaller cups. Yeah, I can do that. You can't make it too strong because then the machine will beep at you and tell you got too much alcohol. You got to kind of keep it.
Just add another shot once normal. The cup is made.
Yeah, you can do it that way. Just add liquor to the drink after it's already made. Long as it's after fly time, don't want anybody like, hey, give me one of them drinks before I take off. No. After we're done flying, you can have as much as you want. subscribe to my new channel about paramotors that I never post to at all, ever. Yeah, I need to do something about that.
Can't you just upload the videos from your one channel to
It
the other
doesn't
one?
work that way. I've tried it. You got to download it and then re-edit it and then upload it again. It should be easy just to move them over, but you can't. So I got to figure something else to do. Well, thank you, Cloud Chucker. You cannot give me money. No, you got to put the money after my nickname, Cloud Chucker. You got to give at Scuba the money, not give the money at Scuba. And I changed it myself. I only had 2 quarts that came out of the truck. Never again. Wow. That's crazy, Shane.
How'd you fuck that up?
We have a good time at the fly-ins. It reminds me a lot of when we went to vape conventions, which we can't do anymore. But there it is. Thank you, Cloud Chucker. There'll be an indoor bathroom. Yeah. I'll drink your stuff and tell you I'm not flying, then go fly. That's messed up, Shane. I'm not flying. I'm not flying. You son of a gun. You had me an indoor bathroom.
Well, I mean, it's an honest question, Tony. How'd you fuck that up? Did you not put the fucking plug in before you added oil? How'd that happen?
I haven't heard anything else out about those mods yet that we were going to be running a show on. So I don't know. I mean, they can take all the time they want, but yeah, I've heard nothing else about it unless they found somebody else to buy them. They just didn't tell me. But
I don't know. They had an awful lot of shit to sort through, though.
They did have a lot to go through. They had a lot to go through. So maybe that's what it is. Watch out for that tree. Yeah, exactly, Scott. John Q, do I get to meet you at Fly It for Gauge? I don't know how close John Q is to Fly It for Gauge.
John Q is in Wisconsin.
Yeah, that's right.
Not close.
He is not close. I don't paramotor. You know, not everybody that comes to the fly-ins fly, John Q, like Munchkin. She don't fly, but she's going to be there.
No,
you don't have to fly paramotors to come there.
I mean, the flying is only really like an hour in the morning and an hour in the evening.
Not for me, Shane. Bug bites on the butt. Angela gets bug bites on her butt. That moon thing, it just attracts all the bugs, apparently. I was here for the vape talk, which we used to have. Wow. John Q. Wow. We did talk about vape. Did you see my mod, John Q? Here's my new mod with a scuba diver and a shark. And then on this, the screen actually has a shark back here that you can barely see. And then there's me flying a paramotor above the ocean during the sunset. That's it. It's a big old mod, I'll tell you that. It's a big son of a gun. It's a big mod. The old company did it then. I did it. Only 2 quarts came out. My truck does not burn oil. So what did they do not do right? What? So what did they do not right?
That sounds like they didn't put enough oil in the truck. So
but
I misunderstood. Yeah.
They're supposed to know how much oil to put in there. And if you're putting a new oil filter in, that automatically adds another quart. But how did they get it to where he only got...
Some people fuck up.
Yeah.
Three quarts every 2 months. I've had a car that burned more oil than that. I'd have to put in like a quart a week.
I ain't good as I once was. That sounds like I used to could.
But you're as good once as you ever was.
What
Yeah,
board
that
is the
doesn't
new
work.
mod? It is the DNA 250C King Cobra, but it goes to 400 watts because it's got this big old giant battery in there. This is a JD mods. It's got a big old lipo battery in there, and you can see the chip. I mean, there's not a lot to it. Fire button, chip, big old battery. That's it. And see, you can see JD mods right there.
I mean, for me, it lasts about a day and a half. Creed.
Yeah. It just depends on, I mean, now I'm at 90 watts. Your results will vary depending on what wattage you run it at. I don't like vape at 120, 150 watts like a lot of the guys do, but 90 for me is plenty. I usually vape 75, so 90 is actually pushing it, but we could do karaoke. Yeah, if you want to scare everybody out of the park, Tony. I do have a radio that has a microphone plug-in that we could do karaoke from, but that I can only stack so much stuff in the car, man. That's pretty big to be throwing in the car. Oh, thanks, Cloud Chucker. I like it. They're not cheap. This one's like $385, so it's not cheap, but it's a nice mod. Oh, Creed, you got me there, bud. Yeah, I haven't made any wire at all, so you got me there. I haven't even set up the stuff to do it yet. I've just been doing so much other stuff. It's like, yeah. What's up, Brett? Yeah, if you do 90 watts on an 18650, you change out the batteries 3 times a day. I did charge this earlier, but I've been using it. It's still at 96%. I don't know if y'all can see. Yeah, it's at 96% on the battery. It's at the very top right there. So battery life is not bad. Do 300 watt. It will burn this wick. It'll burn the cotton straight up if I do that. Yes, $385 for this mod because it's custom. If it wasn't custom, it'd be $375. It's like $10 cheaper. So there's a lot of mods that cost a lot more money than that. So yeah. But I got it on a payment plan. I was able to pay a little bit at a time. So that helps a lot. Pay $50 here, $25 there, another $50 over here. And eventually it gets paid off. And that's what happened. I mean, I literally started paying for this last year sometime, and I just got it. So if that tells you anything. And it comes with a 500 ml bottle of juice. So a big old bottle of juice like this. You would get a big bottle like this of juice. So that's pretty
Thank
cool.
you, Lindy.
Oh, it is time, isn't it? 385 is more than a new prop. It is, Shane. You make an excellent point, but
It'll probably last longer than this prop.
I have a brand new prop in the truck right now that I need to install. I need to take the other prop that's on my motor now and send it off to get it wrapped because it's got a lot of sand damage to it and it needs to be wrapped and then it'll be fine. But I have 3 props right now. 2 of them are 140 props. One of them is a 135. So I don't want to have to use the 135 unless I have to. Otherwise, it's just 140 because
that's cool.
So much more power.
I guess just had a sale means it's not on anymore for $4 a piece per mile. So
burn.
Creed's got a new G-Class V2 on the way.
Yeah, G-Class V2. I'm a Yamaha man. Awesome. All right. Well, it's about time to get off. I don't know if we're going to the air show tomorrow or not. If we do,
no, we're not.
I guess we're not. She ruins all the fun. She won't
Mhm.
go outside. Can't get her to leave the damn
Look,
house.
just picture the last air show we went to, but over the water. There, you've done.
It's
No,
not the Thunderbirds this time. It's the Angels, the Blue
I
Angels.
I have to clean the house and shit, and I I do not feel like going over to Virginia Beach and battling the traffic for an air show.
All right. Well, apparently the show went well tonight. No commercials, and the video and the audio worked great.
Good night,
So hey,
Roger. Feel better.
maybe I'll use I used to dream about paragliding until I got a drone. Well, as far as the paragliding thing goes, I already had a drone, and I did not want to be the one flying the drone. I wanted to be the one in the air. So that's why I fly now instead of but any of my old friends is a Blue Angel. Well, there you go.
Harry says stay with this. Well, good night, Creed. Have fun. I think
Got to
Harry
jump in
likes
the shower. It's
StreamYard.
date night. Date night.
Mhm.
All right,
See,
we'll catch you
that's
guys.
the kind of man I like, though. Let me go wash my ass first. There you go.
Right.
Mhm.
Y'all have a great weekend. We'll catch y'all next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. So see y'all then. Bye.
Bye.